Hey you guys, it's Debbie from My Vagabond Style. Thanks for coming to my channel. Today I'm going to work on this wacky room renovation. I still haven't picked a name, but I've got a lot of suggestions, so I think we're getting close. So this whole concept I saw from Laura, the HalFass Crafter. If you haven't checked out her channel, I will link it below. She's really got a knack for changing these rooms. And so we started, I think this might have been the first one that I had done. And basically, I take a room, such as these, and I add things to them. I change it. I add people, animals, different objects, and just start gluing crazy things in there. Sometimes it's not so crazy, it's just different, but it's a lot of fun. So here was the first one we did. And then the second one, or one of the ones we did the first session, was this one. And I liked it. It was kind of the outside of the cabin, and we added a few things, but it wasn't, it's not finished. It needs more. So when I was thumbing through a Daphne's diary, I found this monkey, and he's hanging on a string. And I thought maybe he could be trying to come up right here. So I do like this guy. I'm going to add him here. Usually when I do this, I don't have things already planned. We just kind of do it together. But I knew that I wanted to find a few things for this, and it did take me a little while to kind of find something that I thought would work. So I didn't want you to have to look through all my magazines with me when I found these. I kind of want it to tuck right up underneath there. Of course, I'm using, my love-hate relationship with the art glitter glue, because you know how it is. Once you stick it down, that's it. I'm going to use its little pin. Maybe right about there. Just want it kind of dangling like he's trying to get up to his friend. There we go. And then I wanted somebody inside the house, and I have a couple different options. I was looking through here and I found this gal, and she would actually be really good for the paper dolls. So I kind of want to save her for that, but I'll show you what she looked like in here. I liked putting this kind of feminine thing behind here because it was so different than the rest of the house, with all these crazy animals. And then we could put her like she's looking out the door. So I like her there. But then I found somebody I think that's a little better for this, that just fits it a little more. I found myself a cowboy. So I like him right here. And then I found this rustic, like broken down room that might work behind here. So I thought if we slid that in there, like he had some broken down cabin, and then we put him in here, that might be good. You can put his handsome face right there. So let me cut him the rest of the way out. So I think we're going to go ahead and use him. But these patterns are really fun to use. I probably should make a copy of him, because I feel like I could use these down the line for something else. I don't use a whole lot of men for some reason in my collages, but these guys are good. Let me make a quick copy of this. All right, so I wanted to show you something. So I went ahead and I copied this, but whenever I do copying, I like to do it on my really good paper. And look how good this paper turns out. Like, you can hardly tell the difference. And if I use regular copy paper, it doesn't come out this good. So the paper I've been using is this Canon matte photo paper. And actually, when I do it on my printer, which is an Epson ET 2800, is an ink tank. really good at using ink. I'm going to link this stuff in my description below it through my Amazon affiliate link. When you do use this paper, though, make sure that you use the bright white side and not the off-white side, because it does, I probably can't even tell the difference, but you can when you hold it up and look at it, because it does not turn out very well if you use the off-white side. Anyway, I just wanted to give you that little tip for copy paper. I don't usually copy images that I go ahead and reuse because, you don't want all of your stuff to turn out the same. But because I'm doing altered people, I am kind of copying a lot of, like, I might use the body, on a paper doll, so, or the head, and it will look totally different. So I don't think I need all of this cut out. Let's see. Yeah, he's good. Okay, that's all I need cut out. And then I'm just going to go ahead and see where I want that placed. Okay, we'll put it right about there. But I just want to thank you guys for all the well wishes and prayers that you guys have been sending with my little incident with my heart. But I am doing fine. I'm going to see a specialist and we'll get it all figured out here shortly. It's just a timing issue, so we just need to get things under control. All right, let's get him under there. And I want his face so that it is right in the center window. That's why I'm not using art glitter glue, so I can move him around a little bit. Okay, that's right where I want him. I think we're good there. I feel like I could go ahead and glue this all down. I'm going to cut this big piece off right here. I think what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to take the art glitter glue and go right over the edges of this because I don't want it to come up later. Okay, that one is done. I feel like might put something here though, there's a little space or maybe somebody at the door. We'll see. But for right now, it's done. Okay, so let's start with a whole nother room. So be sure and check the playlist. I did make a playlist, and I think this is the third one that we've done. So this was the last one. And I'm going to go ahead and bring out my magazines and kind of show you guys how I find the backgrounds and the other images. So this was the template that I made that fit this pretty much exactly. So I'm going to move this out of the way. This was just an old day planner that I found at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, I think, and it was really cheap. It was clearancing it out at like 90% off. So I only paid a couple bucks for that. And then the magazines that I like to use, I was excited. I just got this in the mail the other day, and it's Grand in Road. I never heard of it. I can't remember. I think one of my subscribers suggested maybe getting on the mailing list for this. And look at that. Isn't that cool? So I'll definitely be cutting that out for something. And then I wanted to show you kind of like this room, I think would be good. You could make a little party out of it. The chairs, I don't know because they're kind of a lot, but you may be able to tuck somebody in here, or you could just have someone standing behind it. I mean, in front of the chair. But there's a lot of stuff you could do here and on the bar. So I think that would be fun. Another one that I like is this one. Now this one is not quite the right size. It's a little shy on the top and bottom, but what I was thinking is you could just put like grass on the bottom and maybe like a strip of green on the top, like trees. So that would work. And what else I like about this magazine is that there's a lot of things you can cut out, you know, like the stools. You can cut an ottoman out. You can cut a lamp out, a hanging, you know, a hanging light fixture, vases, pillows, pictures. It's a good one for that. So anyway, I just got that in the mail. And then this Better Homes and Gardens I've shown before. It has a lot of stuff that's good. I tabbed a few of them for us. I like this because any window that I have, you know, you could, as long as it fits that size, I could put these looking outside the window. Also, maybe even some of this stuff here, I don't know, but there's a lot. Then also on this one, I like that there's a bunch of these smaller people. Smaller people sometimes are hard to find, and they're already kind of standing in a room. This gal, you could cut out the whole couch, or you could just cut her out if she works on your couch. This guy bringing some flowers. So, and this one has, again, lots of things that you could cut out and put in rooms. This would even be a nice one, I think. You could offset it a little bit here, and so you're only getting maybe one chair and put something else here. I just love putting things in the window. This I would probably, because these panes are so thin, I would probably just cut the whole window out like it was a clear window and not a paned window. But look at all these fun things to cut out. And I'm pretty good about, if I don't like the size of something, I'll take it to my printer and make it smaller. I think that's pretty much what I wanted to show you in that. This one is Cottages and Bungalows, and this is a beautiful magazine. This was from May of 22. I got it from a neighbor. It says it was $10.99. Ridiculously expensive for magazines, right? But this one is so good, you guys. It's got so many things in here that I can use. So let me get to the little page that I tabbed. I tabbed this because of all these chairs and ottomans. Ottomans are great to put in these because you can have something on top of it, you know, like either person's legs or animals, decorations. These I really like, and I'm going to shrink down because light fixtures are really fun to put in these. Okay, this one I tabbed because I like the fact that it has stairs, because I feel like you could put a lot of things hanging off the railings and you know, people and things inside here. It's a little bit farther back, but you do have to find small items when you have this, which is harder to find. But I still think it would be a fun page. The next one that I want to look like, this was on the cover. I think this one's a great one, and that maybe we should do it for today. Lots of pretty colors. There's room to put people. We can change this stuff out. We don't have to have that. And I would cut probably this whole thing open right here and put something else behind there. We could even move this or save this a lamp, because that's a good lamp for down the line. Don't know about this because it's kind of going to be in the way, but we'll see what we're going to do with that. Okay, so that one we'll probably use today, but the other one I wanted to show you was a bedroom. I haven't done a bedroom yet. but I thought this would be a good one. And then just put like a big picture right here, things on the wall. You could even cut this out and make a different wall behind it if you wanted. That would work, just putting a different wall there. Okay, so with that, let's go ahead and get this page out of here. On these, I do like to cut them out rather than rip them out because I'm not sure where this is going to go. And I don't want to have tear too far into the picture. And it just comes out so nice. It cuts like butter. And then let's see where we want to put this. I kind of don't want this window. So I'm thinking maybe I'll go right about here. It's all cut out. And let's see what we want to put in here, you guys. Move this a little bit. So this is my thing of smalls that I've cut out of different objects. And hopefully something will work in here. I think the first thing I want to do though is I do want to cut out that doorway. Let's cut that out. I'm not sure what I want to do about this vase, so I'm just kind of going around it as far as the vase part. Okay, I don't want it really to look like a door. I think I want it to look more like a window. So I'm going to cut off the hardware here. And we'll save the lamp. Definitely think we could have more fun things in the room than just the books. And we could put maybe that's a huge chandelier. I need something smaller, maybe something red. It's big. And it's okay if things are not exactly right. You know what? Let's try to find a person. Let's find our homeowner. Okay, here's my basket of people. I love her sitting by the air conditioner. I'll find something for her. These were just some really nice vintage patterns that were remade by Simplicity, and I've been enjoying those, but she's rather big. This gal might be good. And here's some fun heads, because we're going to do oversized heads. I think the altered people would be fun on this particular collage. So let's, oh, she's good. Could use her body. Yeah, let's see if she will work. I think we've got enough there to see if we can make it work. We could maybe do something like that with the big head. Those are cute. Okay, that's a possibility. Let's check her out. I like her size. Can we find a good head? Maybe. Let's see if that works. So I haven't really done it this way where you actually cut out the head. I was watching Laura, HalFass Crafter, and that's kind of what she did is she cut out the face part. So I'm going to try that. I'm not sure what to do with her hair here. We're just going to act like it's not there. And then put her whole face on there, I guess. She's just got a great, interesting face. I love her glasses. Oh, she's good. Look at you guys. Isn't she cute? Okay, let me cut her shoes out real quick. I don't know if they'll show or not, but we'll get some of that off here. So you don't have to cut everything out. You know, I have a lot already cut out, and you know, it is nice to have it already cut out, but like when you're searching for things, I almost feel like it's a little harder because everything is all in that tray, you know? Oh, she's good. We can even like tilt her little head. I feel like your eyes are drawn to her eyes, so you don't even notice that right there. Okay, let me just get a little dab of glue here. Hoping I have it in the right spot. Now, note to self, when I cut off that neck, I probably should have left it longer so there was like a tab to hook it to, but it's good. It's on there. But if you do these, you might not want to cut all that off the neck. You know, that's the whole thing. We're all learning. Oh, she's good. I'm not quite sure where I want to put her. If I put her right there, I don't even have to worry about that vase. But I kind of wanted maybe a friend or something on the couch, so this big bubblegum machine is probably not going to work. She could also go here, where I would just cut her out and her legs would be behind that. Okay, let's not put her exactly where we want her yet. These people are so fun to do. I can't wait to do it with Laura. I'm sorry we don't have an exact date of when it's going to air, but we are going to be taping it or recording it soon. So if you haven't checked out her channel, I'll link it below, Laura, HalFass Crafter. Okay, what else? Who else needs to be in this room? Well, you know what? Let's go with what's behind here. Let's figure that out. I've got this book, Zen Gardens, that I got I think I got it at the book sale for our community. We have a little library here. It's very small, but they get rid of books all the time, every year, because so many people donate books. Let's see. I like that we can just put it down as a little window. That is too small. But there's just some beautiful pictures in here. That's kind of nice. I like this one. That's really good because I do think we could have somebody like, this is not who we would have, but someone peeking in the window. You know, that one's good. I'm going to put a little tab on here so we can come back to that. This one I think is too close up. Oh, but there's on the other side here. There's this. That works. I like that one. Another little tab. We'll find one more. Let's see how this is. There's a little bridge in the back. That's interesting because I feel like we could maybe put something on the bridge. It's awful small. I don't know what. Yeah, let's go with the bridge just because I do think we could find something to go on there eventually. I might not find it today, but we'll find it. So let me cut this out. All right, so we have that. Let me find my person again. Here she is. I'm going to go ahead and tack this down with just a little bit of glue stick. It's just easier to work with when it's not moving around so much. And I can still like lift it up for the most part and slide things in there. I went a little low on that. Okay. And I found this little dog. I thought that's what I like about these is I love dogs and I can put them in my rooms. I can have as many dogs as I want. No husband is going to tell me you can't have any more dogs. Okay. Let's cut this off. Now, I know she like kind of would normally would like to put her here, but then we take away everything that's on the wall. So I think I would just put her here and maybe slide her feet underneath this couch right here. So let me get my X-Acto and we'll work her in. Put her right there. All right, let's get something else in the room. We could have a purse. That is an awful big purse. We love the big purses. Oh, I wanted to show you guys. My husband came home with another bowl. He made this. Look how beautiful this is, you guys. And I love the size because I can use it for my stuff. You know, I can put anything in there. There. It's so good. He's amazing, isn't he? Oh. So as soon as he brought that one home, it's kind of like tangerine colored wood on the inside here, right here. I'm like, oh, that one is staying on my desk. I will find what to do with it. So if I put that there, then I want a little something coming out of her purse. So I found this bottle that I thought might work. And we could stick it like coming out of her purse. I'm just going to cut the opening here. We could slide that coming out of there. And maybe she could take something else. I don't know. She's got a big bag there. It kind of looks like mine. My husband's like, what do you carry in there? Just the necessities, sir. Just the necessities. Let's see, maybe her pet duck. Maybe her pet duck goes with her too. Let's see. I'm going to cut it out like this in case I want to use him in somewhere else if he doesn't work out. That cat and her shiny little glittery top. Okay, let's see if we can stick. This is like the auntie that is very eclectic, very eccentric, I should say. I know, Ashley. You're probably thinking, yes, that is you, Auntie. Okay, here's Crazy Auntie. And I'm not going to glue that part down yet in case something needs to go behind there. I love that she has her pet duck in her purse and he is ready to party. Okay, then I found this basket and I had it sitting right here when I turned the camera back on, but I think something should come out of there. But I was thinking it would be fun, I could absolutely put a dog face coming out of there, right? That's what I like to do. And how cute is that? Who does not like a puppy coming out of a basket, really? Okay, but if we do something else, I was thinking, I don't know, maybe some like crazy mushrooms could be coming out of there or something. I've got all these little mushrooms. There's little tiny ones. But I don't know if they're kind of the right color. Let's just see. I don't really like that. I think they're just too dull. Maybe if it was like some flowers coming out of it or something bright. But that's what you got to do. You just got to try things and maybe they work, maybe they don't. Just audition your stuff. Okay, let's see who's going to get to hang out on the couch. I've got this dog that I love jumping through the air. It almost looks like he's going to jump into that basket, right? How cute is that? And then I've got this guy who's really cool. Maybe we could do that and have Crazy Kitten coming out of the basket. That's cute. And he's like, I live here with all this craziness. Let's see what we can put in the window. I had this gal that was sitting on, her legs folded. She was sitting somewhere. I don't know. See, that's the thing. What I'm saying is like I have all these images, but they're super hard to find. And then I remember I have something, but can I find it? Oh, that's a fun hat. Maybe. Okay. Here's the judgmental neighbors. She's like, see, this is what you don't do. Okay. Judgmental neighbors are going in. I can't take it. Let me just make them a little more so they don't have an edge. So that's glued in there now. She's like, yes, Jessica, don't do what this lady's doing. So funny. And then later on, I'll find something probably to go on the bridge or coming out of the water. So I won't glue this all the way down to the page. I'll probably just glue it at the top or the bottom. All right, let's get, I think we're going to go with Crazy Cat popping out of the basket. And then we'll have this little dog right here. I'm going to put him right here with his little hat. We've got them coming off just a little bit, and that's good because I'll just snip the edge right there. I'm kind of setting myself up to put something right here, so I'm not going to tack the hands down yet. Oops, her little feet need to get back underneath this. Let me go ahead and cut this part right here. And then this up here. Actually, I can kind of go under it a little bit. Ooh. There we go. And we got to give the dog, forgot the hat. I'll leave that just in case I have a little extra room the hat can hang off. So I'm going to post a community post with some of my favorite ones for the naming of this, and I'll put a voting tab on there so you guys can vote for which name you like to call this series, and then it will have a name. So look for that on the community post, and right about now you should be seeing a little bubble with a bird in it, and if you click on that, it'll lead you to subscribe to my channel. It's free. It's just like a like or a follow. And if you want, hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this. And thank you so much for joining me. And I will catch you next time. Bye, you guys.